Coming up in this brand new series, I'm going behind the scenes on the brand new MSC World America cruise ship, but I'm doing it from a regular passenger's point of view. Join me from Miami, Florida, as I showcase another level of awareness about cruising that most overlook. It's all about keeping a sense of time and place as I enjoy a week in the Caribbean aboard this tremendous and beautiful ship. It's cruise day, and I can't wait to arrive at the port of Miami. My ride is bringing me there as we head east. The goal is to get past these tall skyscrapers to Biscayne Bay, and in the bay is Dodge Island, and tied up to Dodge Island is the MSC World America cruise ship, which I have a boarding pass for. Sure, thousands of people will be joining me, and each person has their own expectations and plans for the week-long journey. I've got my own, and to make myself completely satisfied, I'm going to be focusing not just on the joy of cruising, but maintaining situational awareness and a constant sense of time and place. Just like how I always take the window seat on the plane, I've got a balcony cabin, and it's not just for the luxury of having it. The port of Miami is beyond busy today. All berths are full. My ship is at the very end, and eastbound traffic is heavy as my ride takes me to the opulent Terminal AA for MSC Cruises. To access the ship, my ride enters the parking garage to get to the drop-off area. Here's my first close-up glimpse of this massive ship. This is the bow of the ship, although it kind of looks like the stern, but the bridge gives it away. Right away, I'm delighted that the bow is pointed west. This means an extended journey within the port to get out to sea, and I can't wait. We'll have to head inland to get out to open waters. More on that soon, but for now, it's time to drop off my bags. Today, my cabin on the World America is in the Yacht Club, a ship within a ship. This is a special drop-off area, and a personal escort brings me to the expedited check-in area. In this gorgeous and modern terminal, check-in was completed in a matter of minutes, a benefit of being in the Yacht Club. I was escorted to a Yacht Club lounge in the terminal, but didn't spend much time there as I was eager to board. Here she is, the MSC World America, and I'm grateful for the glass boarding bridges. Unlike boarding bridges at U.S. airports that are so enclosed, you don't even know that you're getting on a plane. A Yacht Club team member escorted me right to the MSC Yacht Club, and here's my cabin. The Yacht Club is a special encased area occupying a few floors at the top forward area of the ship. It includes larger suites with butler service, a private restaurant, a lounge, and more. But I'm not here to flaunt this stuff. Right away, I headed out to my balcony so I could see what's on the other side of this ship. We're looking to the northeast here. Boarding occurred on the other side of the ship, and passengers on that side have a southwest view. Here, I can see the MacArthur Causeway and Miami Beach. The ocean is to the right, but to get out, we'll have to head towards the left side. More on that soon, but I'm hungry, and it's lunchtime, so I'm headed to Deck 20 for the Yacht Club restaurant. The food here is top-notch. Most cruise food is. If you want food reviews, you're watching the wrong video. So many other people do that here on YouTube. While eating, I'm thinking about our complicated departure from the Port of Miami, which I'll showcase in detail. After lunch, I took a stroll around as I searched for the best vantage point to view our departure from Miami. What you're seeing here are the private areas for Yacht Club members only. This area occupies the top front part of the ship only. It's peaceful and not crowded at all. After that, I went back to my cabin to look at something very important to me. I'm not a big TV watcher, but I'm turning the TV on to see two things. First, the forward bow cam, which is accessible to all passengers on this ship. Second, there's the map which shows our position, our route, and key navigational metrics. I'll be referencing this daily on my cruise. This, for me, is one of the best features of any ship, and it's included in the price. I took some time to explore other areas of the ship, but got distracted by the departing Carnival sunrise. This ship came from a docking position to the west. If the bow was facing out while docked, it would simply move away from the dock and move forward. If the bow was facing inward, it would have to travel west up to the city and use the turning basin to pivot and face east to get out to sea. That's what we'll be doing since our bow is facing inward. The Carnival Sunrise, an 893-foot-long Destiny-class ship, was completed in 1999 by Fincantieri in northern Italy. The stern of the MSC World America is composed of an open back end with lots of things to do in this area. While this concept has been around for some time on Royal Caribbean ships, it's the first time for this layout on MSC. This is an MSC World class ship with its current sister ship being the MSC World Europa. This ship is over 1,000 feet long and can accommodate over 6,000 passengers. Interior areas are modern and elegant, and you'll see parts of the ship throughout the journey. While exploring, I almost missed Icon of the Seas, the largest cruise ship in the world, but I got a full view of Freedom of the Seas. It's similar to a ship I've featured on this channel, Liberty of the Seas. Both are Freedom-class ships. Freedom of the Seas launched in 2005. This ship is traveling at a slow speed. Of course, this is a narrow channel, and there's no room for error here at all. I'm taking in the view and really enjoying my first day on board, and I'm not just looking down. This channel is primarily an aviation channel, and I'm looking at departures off of the Miami International Airport, like this Volaris A321 flying to Mexico City. It's nearly symbolic that this plane is making a left turn, because once the ships enter open water, they will all make left turns as well to remain in deep water before turning to the south to their ports of call. Pretty soon, Virgin's Brilliant Lady will pass by us. This ship docks right at the turning basin near the city. As I waited for it, I spotted an American 737 MAX flying up to Orlando and an American A319 flying from Miami to Charleston. Right before Virgin was about to pass by, I noticed what we would be doing once we depart. Here's Icon of the Seas heading to the northeast. Here comes Brilliant Lady. What a unique-looking cruise ship. With the ability to carry 2,700 passengers, this ship began service in 2015. This ship's narrow beam allows it to transverse the Panama Canal, which means that this ship can easily get to the west coast of the Americas without having to go around the southern tip of South America. Its maiden voyage was out of New York City, but it's here now. This ship is part of Virgin Voyages, a cruise line founded only 10 years ago. Its name is inspired from the famous Virgin brand, which still runs an airline that uses the same red theme. It's geared toward adults. This is the most unique looking ship that we'll see today here in Miami. I'm so happy that I'm on my cabin's balcony now, and since we need to head out to the turning basin and make a U-turn, from here I'll be able to see both sides of the channel, so I'm going to remain here for our departure. There's no need to be in a public space for this. Once Brilliant Lady passed by, ferries for Fisher Island occupied the channel, and on the other side of our ship, our lines were removed. It's time to get underway, and I knew that by seeing some churned up water by the ship's thrusters. We're about to move off the dock and toward downtown Miami. I quickly ran inside my cabin for verification that we are indeed moving off the dock as seen on the bow cam, and back outside, I saw we were getting closer to the MacArthur Causeway and moving slightly forward. We'll be in this exact position again, facing the other direction when we turn around, but it will take about 40 minutes to get back here. In total, it will take 50 minutes for us to reach open water. We must travel at a slow speed, and our turn in the turning basin needs to be at a snail's pace. If you look very carefully, we're moving toward the left, very, very slowly. Our bow is facing the city. We'll be picking up speed in a few moments, but we're still too close to the dock, so there's no room for error. The angle at which we're moving must be very precise. We need to remain parallel to the MacArthur Causeway and Dodge Island on the other side. I'm now going to go inside to look at the camera to verify that we have moved away from the dock. Confirmed! We have moved away from the dock and are nearing the center of the channel. The city is up ahead. Any slight changes in the heading of the bow or stern could point the ship toward land, and the only way to safely move here is in the direction of this channel. The water here is around 36 feet deep, which is just a few feet from the bottom of the ship. It's a dredged channel. We can still see some of the churned up water below us, but that will go away soon with our forward momentum. Oh, and I'm still looking up. There goes a DHL 767 off of Miami bound for Cincinnati. We'll be paralleling the MacArthur Causeway for a while as we move slowly. This road carries State Route 836 and A1A for 3.5 miles from Miami to Miami Beach. Along the way are some interesting sights, like this beautiful Trinity yacht docked on Palm Island, which is a man-made island with homes that have very, very high property values. They also have some great cruise ship views. Palm Island is a sister island to Hibiscus Island, both of which are accessible from MacArthur Causeway. Beyond these islands are the Venetian Islands of Biscayne Bay. The Venetian Islands are a chain of smaller islands. Looking back, we can see the skyline of Miami Beach, and looking down, a small boat passes by with waving boaters. The next man-made island is Watson Island, and here we see a small marina on it. As we near Watson Island, a law enforcement vessel watches over us. Like a cop car, blue lights indicate that this is law enforcement. This is the local police. We're getting closer to downtown Miami, but as we move along, there's more to see on Watson Island. Watson Island is home to the Miami Seaplane Base, and here you can see the ramp for planes to go from land into the water. For many years, this base was home to Chalks International Airlines, and remnants of its presence still exist today. Who knew we'd be passing by an airline terminal here? Up next is a much larger marina with what we can call super yachts. We're now slowing down because we're entering the turning basin where we will pivot and make a complete U-turn. In my mind, I have one question. Will we pivot to the left or the right? Once we come to a complete stop, we'll be able to start the turn in this very narrow space. It takes some time to come to a stop, and that's made much easier by the fact that we weren't going too fast to begin with. Okay, the moment has come, and today we're pivoting to the left. I'm going to get some awesome downtown Miami views from here. Now, wasn't that better than a full review of the bathroom that you can find anywhere online? We've completed the turn and can see the dock that the Virgin ship just left from. It's at a 90-degree angle to the other docks. As we continue out to sea, we get to see all of the terminals on Dodge Island. By this point in the day, there's only one more ship remaining, which we'll see in a few moments. I'm so happy I can remain on my cabin's balcony to see everything. We'll pass by all the terminals here on Dodge Island. Like the islands that we saw on the other side of the ship, Dodge Island is an artificial island. The name Dodge comes from Mr. and Mrs. Ray Dodge of Wisconsin, who were friends with the director of the City of Miami's planning board. They were visiting Miami, and they asked what the name of the island was, and the director called it Dodge Island on the spot in honor of them. Dodge Island is now host to the busiest cruise port in the entire world. Over 8.2 million passengers cruised from here last year. That's almost the entire population of New York City. We're now coming up on the Norwegian Joy, which will leave after us. I couldn't see the ship until we turned around. Built in Germany and launched in 2017, this 1,000-foot ship is part of NCL's Breakaway Plus class. Originally based in China, this ship has been all over the world, and after renovations in 2014, it's now based here at the Port of Miami. The journey on the day that this was filmed was a special music cruise called EDC 2025, which brought more than 70 electronic music acts to the ship for a 5-night cruise and festival experience. As we move further out, we witness some really stunning terminal designs that you don't get to see very well when approaching the terminal by car. Norwegian Cruise Lines has a gorgeous design here. In some ways, it reminds me of a very modern airline terminal. It's sweeping and really cutting edge. That's followed by a more angular design of Royal Caribbean's terminal. Now that I see this, I can also see how this would work well as an airline terminal too. Cruising has come so far in recent years, and the cruising experience really starts at the terminals these days in a very, very good way. We're now coming up on the MSC terminal, Terminal AA. That's where we left from. You can see the ramp that my ride at the beginning of this video drove up on, which provided my first view of the ship, which was docked to the left. Opened this year, this is the world's largest cruise ship terminal at 490,000 square feet. It can accommodate 3 ships at the same time. 36,000 passengers can be processed here in a single day. I love seeing places that I've been inside from unique perspectives, and being here on the 19th deck of the MSC World America is a great vantage point. This terminal is very long and has a very modern and unique design. While looking down, I almost missed this British Airways A380 from Miami to London fly right past my ship. And keeping with the theme of aviation, I saw the Virginia Key VOR DME, a navigational aid for aircraft on nearby Virginia Key. We're coming up on the end of Dodge Island, and you can see how it's not just used for cruise ships, but it's a big cargo shipping facility as well. This place is busy. Looking forward, we can see the path to sea, Government Cut, and the lighted buoy system that will keep us in deep water. Government Cut is the shipping channel between Miami Beach and Fisher Island, which we'll see up close on this side of the ship. Opened in 1905, it was built by the U.S. government, hence its name. Just like the channel we came from, it's designed to accommodate ships with a deep draft like ours. Fisher Island, which is accessible by ferry, is named for automotive parts pioneer and real estate developer Carl Fisher. At only 0.362 square miles, it has the highest per capita income in the United States. A look behind revealed a stunning sunset. No filters were used for this capture. We're in the middle of Government Cut and are very close to the Palazzo del Sol and Palazzo del Mare residences. On the other side of the ship is Miami Beach and South Beach with some much taller buildings. We're all set to enter open waters, but we can't move about freely. We must continue between the buoy systems straight out and eventually follow its turn to the left to the northeast to remain in deep, dredged water. We first parallel a breakwater protecting the path from large waves of the ocean. The depth of the water on the other side of the jetty is between 2 and 13 feet, not deep enough for us. In the distance on the horizon, you can see ships that are underway headed south. We keep the green, flashing lights to our right. As we continue along and make our way out and to the left, the pilot boat comes to retrieve the local maritime pilot who's been on board in the ship's bridge to help guide the MSC World America out of Miami. This person has extensive knowledge of local waters and serves as a guiding expert to get out. Once the pilot is back on board the small boat, it heads back to the Port of Miami as we pick up speed and turn to the right to get to our first port of call, Roatan, Honduras. For now, it's time for dinner in the Yacht Club restaurant. As I retired to my cabin for my evening sleep, I turned on the TV to become situationally aware to see exactly where we were. We're headed to the southwest, and we will be spending the next day at sea. Stay tuned for the next video, where I take you along with me.